Powered by Riverside FM.
How often do you clean your home? We'll all be different to cater for different lifestyles and different preferences. How many people share the space, whether there are pets or kids around. But I'm fascinated by just how differently we all approach cleaning, and in particular, the reasons for these differences. Fortunately, there's an easy way to get some insight into this. I'm shamelessly reporting back from the Reddit thread that asked, "How often do people clean?" posted on the subreddit Ask UK. The original poster kicked off with the following, which I will paraphrase. They were referring to a friend who'd just moved house. The friend was now living alone and didn't know how often to clean. The original poster said, "I clean my entire house once a week, mostly so that I don't have to think about it the rest of the time. I do wipe down the kitchen sides now and then when they're needed, but the rest I just leave until the designated day." Her friend was shocked it was so often. But the original poster didn't think her house looked particularly clean. Further, both of these people were allegedly over the age of 40, and so readily admitted that they probably ought to have a better grip on life by now. But as it transpires, perhaps not, since the respondents to the thread gave a full spectrum of answers. I'm going to report back some of those views. Let's start with one of the ends of the spectrum. This is from Oscar's owner, whose response to the question, "How often do you clean your house?" was simply, "Every day. Wish I could be more relaxed about things, but I can't stop myself. I find I'm much calmer when I'm not sitting there looking at something that needs wiping, dusting, or cleaning." Every day seems quite extreme to me, but it clearly fits with this person's personality and gives them a degree of relaxation and satisfaction. Jolly Minimum 664 is at the other end of the spectrum. They said, "As little as possible, frankly. Life's too short. You come home from work tired, just want to chill. But no, you have to put on ratty old clothes and crawl around on the bathroom floor equipped with a load of chemicals. That's weird as bleep. But call it cleaning and you're expected to do it." This is a view with which I have a lot of sympathy. The act of cleaning is not enjoyable for most people. Life is short and there are many other things that people wish to do. Very few people would actively choose to clean if they didn't have to. Let's move to another respondent. That Scott Bird said, "Every day I do some form of cleaning. Things like spray mopping hardwood floors, every day. Hoovering living room, every day. Obviously keep on top of dishes and kitchen counters and messy cookers. Bath gets cleaned every day because my cat sleeps in it. Toilet sleep gets a wipe down every day." Some people react to this with incredulousness. How do you have time to clean floors every day? In a similar fashion, when Organic Hippo 3273 said, "I just clean as I go. Make the bed every morning, hoover if there's bits on the floor, clean the whole kitchen every time I cook." Readers didn't let it slide. They responded in disbelief, saying, "You cook a meal and then clean the whole kitchen? Sod that for a game of soldiers." But actually, that Scott Bird had got to the heart of the issue in their post. They said, "I think the confusion is that different people have different definitions of cleaning." And that's something that I agree with. Many of the posters referred to things like wiping down kitchen surfaces. I'm not sure I would really count this as cleaning. It's part of the process of tidying up behind yourself. However, if when referring to cleaning they're talking about scrubbing the floor or cleaning the inside of the oven, then surely every day is indeed excessive. We can see some of this different definition in the post from Curve Puzzle Headed 361, who said, "I clean every day. I hate living in a messy home. By clean, I mean vacuum, wipe door handles and surfaces with anti-bac, load dishwasher, unload dishwasher, and usually any jobs I see, like wipe sinks and baths down if I have time. Again, there seems to me to be a mix in there. I'd say wiping surfaces or loading the dishwasher doesn't really come under the category of cleaning. That's surely just day-to-day living. But wiping door handles, that's probably cleaning, and vacuuming is definitely cleaning. As to the method and approach, again there was a real dichotomy. Some people were very disciplined. Demi_silent said, I use the organised mum system mostly, so 30 minutes per room. Monday living room, Tuesday bedroom, Wednesday hallway, Thursday kitchen. Fridays is an extra half hour that gives one of those rooms a deeper clean. Others have a different school of thought. Biscuits and Books said, I'm not that regimented. If the floor has a lot of crumbs, I sweep it. If the bathroom taps are looking scummy, I'll clean them, which many observed as a very zen method to cleaning. Overall, our approach to cleaning is surely just what we want to do. We're the ones who spend most of the time in the house, so we should choose the frequency of doing it. The exception is the possibility of others seeing our homes, which some acknowledged as being a motivation for them. One respondent said, I feel bad reading these comments. Apart from doing the washing up every day, I only clean things if they look grubby and have a good vacuum around and clean the bathroom if I know visitors are coming. I don't mind living with the dust. God forbid anyone turns up unexpectedly. This concern about what visitors or guests might think was widespread. In fact, some people seem to take it to extremes. Itiad says, daily, but a bit here and there, unless we're going away, for then the whole thing gets done, top to bottom. For the burglars, I think.